Yo, what's good? I'm back with another video. Today we are reacting to why it sucks to be a Marine in One Piece. You guys enjoyed the last video I did like this, so I wanted to come back with you guys. I'm gonna keep doing these if you guys enjoy it. So leave a like on the video, leave in the comments any of the videos y'all like me to react to in the future, and subscribe to the channel. I have two announcements real quick. First one is I'm going to one video a day. I just started a new job, so congratulations to me. You know what I'm saying? But I want to keep getting this content out for y'all. We don't gain the subscribers. We on the rise. I want to keep going. And I just want to do a little announcement. I've been seeing in my comments people telling me, "Oh, don't be reacting to other people's content. You're still in content." Da 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 da. I just want to say I'm only reacting to these videos so I could gain an audience. That way I could turn into become a streamer eventually. The original video of all these videos I react to is in the description. So if you want to just watch the video, you can always just go to the description and watch the video. These reactions is just for my subscribers. Anybody that want to watch the video with me, get my opinion. That's about it. I usually do videos that have hot topics or information in it, or something that's, entertaining. So, I mean, it's not really meant for me to be stealing content. It's just meant for me to do reactions. So, anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this.
You were born in Yotsuba in Shellstown, where life moved at a steady pace. From a young age, you admired the Marines. Strong, confident people. They wore pristine uniforms, their sabers gleamed in the sun, and their ships commanded respect. You decided, I'll become one of them. I will make the world better and more just.
You're right, let's do it.
But time passed and you joined the Marines.
Alright.
You were a seaman recruit, one of the lowest ranked in the force. At first, everything was fine. They issued you a new uniform, taught you how to use weapons, and explained how to maintain order.
I ain't gonna lie though, if I was in One Piece in general, my main mission, find a devil fruit. Find a devil fruit. That's my main mission, bro. I don't care.
You felt pride when wearing the uniform, and the others looked at you with the same respect you once felt. You were sure a bright and just future awaited. But everything changed when Morgan was appointed as the commander of your island.
Tough.
He was a brutal leader, and his influence was overwhelming. Once in charge, he tyrannized both his subordinates and the civilians, forcing them to pay excessive taxes and arresting anyone he deemed a threat. Those who defied him were labeled traitors and executed by his orders. Then, he arrived.
Luffy.
With the bounty hunter Roronoa, Luffy saved you and others in a single act. That day, you realized the world wasn't just about Morgan's harsh rule. You understood there were other paths, other ideals to follow. You and your comrades gave honor to Luffy and Zoro. You owed them everything. After that, a new recruit named Kobe with his pink hair reminded you of why you joined
Okay, so
Marine.
we on the first island. We on the first island with Luffy and Zoro first met. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. We better meet my boy.
His determination to reach for something more reignited your faith in justice. You stayed in Shellstown and quickly realized being a Marine didn't mean being a hero. In training, you were taught not just to protect the innocent, but to follow orders without question, even if those orders conflicted with your conscience. Sometimes you had to defend corrupt aristocrats who mistreated their subjects. Sometimes you had to turn a blind eye to crimes if it benefited your superiors. You thought you'd fight evil, but sometimes you felt like you were part of it.
Because the Marines are evil. Bro, do y'all not see how many times Luffy have to fight it? Like, it's Luffy versus the Marines versus other pirates versus the world. For real.
After Morgan left, you realized nothing truly changed. The life of a Marine was filled with endless patrols, boring shifts, and constant tension. You thought you'd be fighting pirates, but instead, you spent hours staring into the horizon. When pirates did show up, things got worse. They were stronger, faster, and more skilled. Many of them had devil fruits, making them
Wait, so you tell me this whole time my boy wasn't training? Come on, bro. You a Marine, dude.
invincible.
You know you finna be fighting these pirates.
You only had a saber, a musket, and a fleeting hope you wouldn't die in your first fight. You began to notice the injustices in the Marines. You saw that not all Marines were equal. Those with connections or relatives in high places were promoted for no reason, while you stayed stuck at the same level. You understood that you could become a monster too. You were trained to never question or doubt, just to follow orders.
At this point, become a pirate.
Then one day, your squad was ordered to attack a peaceful village rumored to be harboring pirates. You wanted to disobey. If you followed the order, you'd betray your ideals. If you disobeyed, you'd be labeled a traitor. Either way, you would lose.
True.
Over time, you realized there was no clear line between good and evil in the world. Pirates, whom you hated, sometimes turned out to be more noble than those who gave you orders, like Luffy, who had saved you that day. You managed to handle every task.
That's just, well, I can't say that's just one pirate. I ain't gonna say that's just one pirate. It's just only a few, though. That's a few.
It's given to you and became the best in your unit. Again and again, you proved you could think and act. Your reputation grew, and you were finally promoted to Seaman First Class. Then, when the world government declared war in Marineford against the Yonko Whitebeard and his pirates, you and others like you were sent into the heart of battle, where the fate of the world would be decided. You knew this was the beginning of your career, and you couldn't miss it.
This is the end of your career.
You said goodbye to your parents and left with the others. Marineford was not far from your island, and with a good escort, you arrived quickly. There you saw all kinds of figures: admirals, vice admirals, commodores, sea warlords, pacifistas. Before, you'd only heard of them or read about them in the papers. Now, you were standing side by side with them. The battle came, and you stood among other young soldiers, all burning with the idea of justice awaiting the fight. You were gathered to show the strength of the Marines and crush the Yonko Whitebeard, the greatest pirate. But when the war began, you saw hell. All your ideals started to fall.
Bro, that's just funny, bro, because for real, like, that's what happened, bro. Soon the war started, it was just a million ships, bro.
Whitebeard wasn't a man. He was a force of nature, a living disaster. Every strike shattered the ice beneath you, and his very presence spread death and chaos. His commanders acted in unison, and his men were ready to die for him. You watched your comrades.
Alright, not to go off, this is kind of off topic, but on topic. I saw a RDC video, and they said who got more aura, Whitebeard or Zoro. In my opinion, no bias, but Zoro definitely got more aura than Whitebeard. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But Zoro definitely got more. He do. Like, y'all not finna do that to him, bro. Don't play Zoro like that. He him. He's more him than Whitebeard. Stop it. He got way more potential than Whitebeard too. Stop it.
One was crushed by the debris of a ship. Another was consumed by lava from an admiral's attack.
Jeez.
They screamed, calling for help, but no one could hear. Even the sea warlords, thought to be allies, didn't spare anyone. They weren't fighting for you. They were playing their own game. One hit from them could kill you just as easily as a pirate. You stood, gripping your weapon, and realized there's no justice here. There's only war. It consumes everything. Dreams, lives, and minds. You thought you were ready for this, but you weren't prepared for this hell. And there, in the middle of it all, was Luffy, trying to save Port Castille Ace with Whitebeard's pirates. But this time, Zoro and his crew weren't with him. Suddenly, something incredible, like a shockwave, hit you, and you lost consciousness. It wasn't just power. It felt as if nature itself had stopped everything around you. When you woke up, the world seemed blurry and alien. Your body hurt as if every cell was screaming, and your head pounded like thunder. You tried to understand what had happened, but your thoughts were unclear. It wasn't until you looked at the survivors who began to explain that things started to make sense. They told you
Oh,
that
the
when
war
Luffy
ended?
screamed, something invisible and unexplainable passed through everyone nearby. Then you and your comrades fell, struck by an overwhelming force. This was explained as the Conqueror's Haki, a power granted only to a few. Luffy had grown stronger since that day. They also told you that Blackbeard, after betraying the world government, renounced his title as a sea warlord and destroyed Whitebeard, taking his devil fruit. That was the moment everything changed. Whitebeard, the greatest pirate, had fallen, and his power transferred to Blackbeard. Everything shifted, but it didn't end there.
Tough.
Shanks, the red-haired Yonko, arrived, not as an enemy, but as a peacemaker. His words led to a peace treaty. You lay in a haze, struggling to understand what had happened. The war was over, but the air still felt heavy. You knew that.
Bro, my nigga Ace, bro. I remember that scene, bro. That man Luffy was so sad, bro. Luffy was so sad, bro. That was a sad scene. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't more sad than Neji dying in Naruto, but it was a sad scene.
Though peace had come, it was only a temporary calm. Life would never be the same. You had survived, but now you questioned. Was it worth it? Was it worth sacrificing your dreams, conscience, and freedom for a beautiful uniform and a prestigious title?
No.
You wanted to be a hero.
No.
But you had become a
That's
cog
what I'm
in
saying.
a ruthless machine.
That's what I'm saying. I would have never became a Marine. It's not worth it. You might as well just be a pirate, bro. Might as
Now,
well. Just be a good pirate.
You've reached a high rank. Admiral, like Akainu or Aokiji. At this level, you know the world government cares about power, not people. Admirals are the strongest and most influential figures, but even they are bound. Despite their cruelty and belief in absolute justice, they answer to the celestial dragons. Their war against pirates and revolutionaries is just a tool for the world government. But there's more. You've realized pirates aren't always the enemy, and sometimes they can be allies.
Thanks.
And then there's the Revolutionary Army. Leaders like Dragon openly defy the world government. Sometimes you wonder, maybe they're right. Maybe you're serving not justice, but a system that destroys lives. The hardest realization comes when you see how the regular Marines suffer. Your comrades die in battle, their families are left destitute, and high-ranking officers continue their power games. You realize no one values their sacrifices. To the world government, you're just a tool, one they'll discard when you break.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, to the whole world of One Piece, you're just a tool, buddy. Don't be born in One Piece, bro. And I don't know why you became a Marine, bro. Like, stop.
And now, here you are, lying in a hospital bed, staring at the ceiling. You no longer dream of glory. You just want to survive in this cruel world, where being a Marine means an endless battle against enemies, the system, and yourself. Can you live with what you've become, or will you risk everything to find your own path? There are many questions, but few answers. But one thing you know for sure, being a Marine isn't as glorious as you once imagined.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, that was the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel, Real to 1K. And, you know, I already made my comments. I wanted to make one video a day. I'll see y'all in the next one. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We out.